I'm about to go into the new Avatar film to watch it, and yeah, very excited about it. Very excited. So I'm gonna go in there. It's a 3-hour film, so when I come out, you'll get my instant reaction for it. All right, stay tuned.
Holidays and pre-sale tickets and things you love.
Just got out, and really good film. Really good film. It's basically The Way of Water Part 2. Best way to describe it, but I'll have my thoughts when I get home. Alright, so I'm at the theatre. My reaction to it. So, like I said, it felt like Avatar The Way of Water Part 2. Like, there were so many aspects that made it a Way of Water film. It wasn't quite as memorable, like, didn't have many like links to the first film. Like, you know how Part 2 there was music scenes and like certain dialogues and like certain little moments that made you refer to the first one. This made you refer to the second one a lot, basically. It was The Way of Water Part 2. But yeah, this film looked beautiful. It looked gorgeous, stunning. There wasn't any bad bit of CGI in it. Like, the CGI was just insane. It was perfect. The one thing I will say though is that Varang, the Ash Clan lady, the leader, she didn't blow me away as much as I thought she would. Like, she was cool, don't get me wrong, she was very cool, and the way she comes in is like, I didn't expect that kind of entrance. But yeah, I wish we saw more badass with her. We definitely saw her a lot, but not a lot of her being a badass, in my opinion. It was just a lot of her using her talent, if that makes sense. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, like, end of the day, it was a good film. Not one I'd be like, oh my god, I need to watch it again, because the second film you're like, oh my god, I need to watch it again. But yeah, there wasn't as much forest and as much fire as I thought there would be. You know, you see parts of the trailer when they're on like the jumping rocks and all that. You see the fire behind them. That ain't no fire. Let's just say like that is caused from something that happens in the battle. So yeah, at the end of the day, Quaritch, he was funny in this film. He was funnier than the last film, so they definitely upped his comedy. There's a lot more comedy in this film, a lot more jokes. But it seemed to come all from Quaritch. Like, Quaritch was the class clown, which I didn't really like for the most part, because he's supposed to be a general badass. Like, he's supposed to be that guy who he just doesn't take shit from anyone, and you do see that, but like, you also see like him very jokey and very quotey, which again is just not right, because he's a general. Like, yeah. And with his partner, you see him a lot in the first half, but in the second half you never really see him. So it's yeah, I think it's like Lyle Wainfleet. You don't really see him much in the second half of the film. So is he alive? Is he dead? We don't know. Speaking of deaths, there are deaths in the film. I'm not going to tell you, but there's one death that you're like, holy shit, like that just came out of nowhere. And there's one death that is, you know, it's really sad, but you know, it happens and all that. But you know, people need to die in the films, I guess, to reduce budgets for further films. But yeah, overall, it was a great film. The story was, in my opinion, the weakest out of all three of them. Like, the first film definitely had the best story, but this was the weakest story out of the three of them. But the visuals, this was the best looking out of the three of them. Like, obviously the technology gets better over time, that way stuff looks better over time, but this was the weakest story out of the trilogy, in my personal opinion. Action wise, it had the best action in the trilogy. Like, the combat, the fights, everything about it was just go. Like, yeah, the action was perfect in the film. It was chef's kiss. But yeah, The Way of Water is slightly worse in action. Like, don't get me wrong, The Way of Water has amazing moments, but this one, the action's beautiful. It's just fights after fights after fights. And there's a certain moment where, like, you know, you see in the trailer where Jake gets captured by the humans and all that. How he gets rescued is fucking badass. But yeah, anyways, Spider, you see Spider a lot in the film. Like, he is probably one of the main characters. Him and Lark are basically the two main characters. Like, they're the people that are going to lead the films going forward, in my personal opinion. A lot happens to Spider at the end. Obviously, you see him without his mask, but at the end, a lot happens to him. And yeah, basically, like, it's a cool way to end it and all that, but you don't have to rush out to go watch it, basically, because it's one of them films where, you know, visually it looks amazing. It's a lot of action, a lot of fighting, but again, it's a shame because the story's a little bit weak. It's just a little bit weak. It is The Way of Water Part 2. That's the best way to sum it up. Avatar: The Way of Water Part 2. And yeah, end of the day, I would go and see it again, but not in theaters. It's one of the ones where you can just put it on in the background and watch it for the fight scenes. But yeah, like, the first half of the film, no, I'm lying, the second half of the film is stronger than the first half, believe it or not. The first half of the film is interesting, but the second half of the film is just bang, 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 go, 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 action, fight scene after fight scene, and it's so badass. So yeah, my rating out of 10 for Avatar is 8.5. It's an 8.5 out of 10. The 1.5 is simply because of the story is weak. Like, there's no annoying characters in the film. There's a lot of comedy. Yeah, the weak story, and the comedy was a bit too much at times from the wrong people. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. That is very, very fair. When will you guys go see Avatar: Fire and Ash? It is a good film. It visually looks amazing. You have to see it in IMAX. So yeah, peace.